Every morning, Forgotten Harvest trucks pull out of our Oak Park headquarters to continue a legacy that was begun 25 years ago. Our fleet covers 2,000 square miles and stops at 800 locations to rescue perfectly good meats, dairy, produce, and fruits that might otherwise have gone to waste in area landfills. We deliver that food the same day to over 280 agencies, absolutely free of charge. No one in America fights the problem of hunger and a lack of food quite like we do here in the D. 1 in 5 people face hunger or a lack of food in Metro Detroit. Our community has come together to help us initiate 2 powerful innovations, Forgotten Harvest Farms and Hopeful Harvest, to help us get to the day when no one in Metro Detroit has to go hungry. In just 2 years, we have harvested over 2 million pounds of fresh produce at Forgotten Harvest Farms, thanks to the generosity of Nora Maroon.
This is our family farm. It's called Orr Creek Farm. It's been in our family for 50 years.
Nora learned at an early age what it meant to give back from her grandmother, Nora Langen. The farm is a tribute to her grandmother's concern for those in need of food.
When I would go and visit her, often we would be hanging clothes out on the line or doing a chore, and a knock would come on the door. And it was somebody that was hungry. And she would open her door, invite them in, and then ask me to set the table. And she would prepare a hot meal for them.
We're taking a turn this year with the farm, with the different crops that we grow. With input from the agencies that we serve, we've decided to grow more nutritionally dense foods. So we're talking about things like kale, collards, broccoli, cabbage, those nutritional all-stars that people are clamoring for in the store. Those things are starting to fly off the shelves, and those are the things that the people that we serve want to put into their bodies as well. So that's what we're going to grow here on the farm. At the end of the day, when that Forgotten Harvest truck leaves full of corn or squash or cabbage or whatever it is, I know that we've come together as a community and been able to fill that truck with healthy, fresh food that's going to go help some people that need it.
I grew up in Southwest Detroit. I know what it's like to live in an environment where healthy food is scarce, where funds are scarce, where job opportunities are scarce. And that's a mission that we've brought with us to Hopeful Harvest and what we do with social enterprise. Forgotten Harvest is one of the largest fresh food rescue organizations in the United States. It's very expensive to keep the doors open and operate 35 vehicles 6 days a week. So we have to look for innovative ways to raise revenues to support our Forgotten Harvest mission of feeding those in need. One of the ways that we do that is through social enterprise. Our goal was to take the existing facility that we had in Oak Park for Forgotten Harvest and expand on the kitchen processing area that we had and build it into a food hub that would help support small food entrepreneurs in the metropolitan area and allow them access to a facility that could support them from processing, co-packing, mixing, bottling, storage, whatever it was that they needed to help support that business. And any funds generated from that operation from Hopeful Harvest would be used to support the mission of Forgotten Harvest.
Jess McClary, one of the first Hopeful Harvest clients, manufactures a shrub, a colonial-era cocktail or soda mixer. Her product is distributed in restaurants, bars, and retail stores at 300 locations across the country.
Because we were able to start working with Forgotten Harvest, we were able to really change the dynamic of how our business ran. So whereas other entrepreneurs who take that next step, they have a warehouse, they have a staff, they have a lot of equipment that has to be maintained, they have lots and lots of lists of things that always have to be managed. And it's just creating more work and more things to keep their focus away from just the marketing and selling and growing of their business. Because we were able to bring that in-house here and have the production done, and I can trust that it's going to be done exactly the way that I need it done, and I know that the people here are giving me the quality of product I need, I don't have to worry about that. Instead, I can just focus on the actual growth of what my business is doing. I'm not stuck working inside of it anymore. I work for it. We have been fully co-packing our product here for about 8 or 9 months now, and by doing that, we were able to allow for our capacity to just be limitless. You know, as much as we could afford to put in production, we were able to make. So as a result, we had a revenue growth last year from 2013 to 2014 of over 400%.
The money that I have left over from my Social Security is so little that you cannot buy anything that's nutritious. You know, you have to buy whatever is available, whatever it's filling, and that's not always nutritious. The days are back when people have to look out for each other.
We've come together as a community here in the D with some exciting innovations that will help us make certain people like Joseph won't have to worry about getting the fresh, healthy food they deserve and need.